Evening, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to. Oh, I can hear me. No one wants that. Okay, it's gone. Okay, welcome everybody to Monday night Facebook and YouTube Live. We are the 18th of September and it's dark outside, absolutely pitch black. So, first evening, it feels quite cozy or quite chilly. I've got a nice sweatshirt on, trying to keep cozy, and the summer is definitely over, I think. So, today I summered my wardrobe. I took all my summer clothes out and filled up all my autumn clothes. So I feel very autumnal, shall I say. So you can see a few people are joining. Evening, Margaret, Lisa, Carol. Oh, lots of hearts. Thank you, Carol. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Mum. Hi, Jill. Greetings from Northeast Ohio. Oh, very nice. Evening to you, Debbie. Hi, Kevin. Howdy. And hi to Sue. Thanks so much for joining me. If you're just joining now, do hop on and say hello. Let me know where you are. And if you've had a good Monday. My Monday's been pretty hectic. I had my eldest was off poorly today. She's full of cold. I had an exclusion panel hearing at a local school. I got absolutely soaked to the bone going from my car to the school. And then we've been looking at holidays for next year tonight. So it's all go in the Marsh household. Hi, Diane. Summer lives on, Kevin. I wish it lived on. It's very cold here now. So tonight I am going to share with you something new. I have had my delivery today. My delivery's taken me 10 days. It went via somewhere it shouldn't have gone to. It's arrived, but sadly, very sadly, my UPS driver left it out in the rain and it's really damaged. All my card, all my DSP is all damaged. Almost 20 packs. So I will be on the phone to Stampin' Up tomorrow morning to see if there's anything they can do. But for the time being, it's laid out over there. I was a bit sad, a bit gutted. Oh no, I may have said something a bit stronger than that. As my husband picked the box up to lift it indoors, the whole thing just fell apart in his hands. It was stuffed to the brim. It was far too heavy for the size box they used, and then it was just left in the rain. They didn't even ring my doorbell or put a card through. So UPS are not my favourite people, but I'm hoping Stampin' Up will come to my rescue tomorrow because it's for an event on Monday. Nothing like last minute, but all will be well, I'm sure. Hi, Anne from Northern Ireland. I've no idea why UPS left it out in the rain. Who knows? I was cross as well. Oh, the door's just blown open. That's spooky. I'll close it in a second. So yeah, I'm going to play with what I have and we will see where the night takes us. Do comment along. Do let me know if you're enjoying what I'm making. As always, everything that I use is available to purchase from my online store. The link is below. And don't forget, if you enter the September host code, you'll get a little goodie pack from me. And depending how much you spend, you can earn my September card class for free. So have a look on my website if you're not sure what that means, or do drop me a message. Hi, Cherry, new to your YouTube channel, watching from Indiana. Oh, very nice. And Chris has just joined. So I will stop waffling on and I will move over to my desk and we'll see what things we can craft with tonight. So I have a few things on my desk, and I'll show you what I thought we could do tonight. So I have on my desk, this is the only pack of DSP that isn't damaged in my order, and it's pretty special. I'll show you in the catalogue first. It is on page 28 of the mini catalogue. It's from the Joy of Christmas suite, and the paper is called, surprise, surprise, Joy of Christmas. And it's full of really, really, really super duper Christmas themed colours and designs. I have also picked out some shaded spruce card. On each suite at the bottom, you'll find a little colour code, and the colour code tells you which colours have been used in the DSP, so it's super handy. And I've picked out some shaded spruce. And then I missed these in the catalogue, these little beauties. These are the deckled circle dies, and they are pretty hidden in this catalogue, I'm not going to lie. I think they're on a corner of a page somewhere. And then, and right at the back, you have the page of dies. So deckled circles, they're on page 63 if you wanted some more information. This is how hidden they are. They're here. Now, these babies deserve a double page spread. I love a circle die, and these are just fabulous. There are in this pack 14 circles, and they've got a little sort of bit of a wibble to them on the outside, and they are what I'm going to theme my project on tonight. Now, I also have on my desk the Joy of Noel stamp set, my Christmas classic stamp set that you can see the water damage all across there. The stamp set, look at it, my board stamp set. And I have the other dies that go with them. I think they are over there somewhere. So let's have a little play. Let's see where the evening takes us. The mini catalogue is available right now, Bev, and your catalogue will be in the post to you very shortly. I am still in the process of sending them out because it's been a bit of a hectic time. Let's just open these papers and I'll share these with you. So they are 12 by 12 in size, and they are double-sided. So we have this beautiful Christmas floral and leaf and berry scene. Now, I would love to fussy cut that, but just looking at that, I don't think even I could fussy cut that. You've got a wood grain here, really, really nice. Then you've got a gingham. Gingham is perfect for Christmas, and it's in a lovely shaded spruce. You've got some more wood grain. This is sort of pecan pie backed, so a lighter brown. Another holly and berry pattern. That print on that one is a bit smaller than the front one, so nice and useful. Then we have some leaves. Oh, on the back of that one, you've got some notes, musical notes. And then here you've got some leaves. This you could definitely use for non-Christmas themed projects. It's beautiful red texture sort of looked paper. We have some more gingham, but this time in red. On the back of that, you've got a smaller musical note. Here you have red berries on a white background. And then you've got a green textured piece. And those are your papers. So let's start with a little bit of playing with these dies, shall we? So let's open them up, and I'll give these a little measure so you can see just how you can see the size of them. So here, I'm going to measure in centimetres first. So the largest one is just shy of 15 centimetres across. They call that the diameter, don't they? And the smallest one is 2.5 centimetres across. In inches, that big one is 5 3/4, and the smallest one is 1 inch. So you have in there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different size circles. Now, if you wanted to, if I just compare the stylish shapes dies, I've not got many of them in here actually. you could definitely, they've been used for another project, so they're in a project box. You could definitely use these to layer up inside some of the circles to create different layers, which I may well do. So I'm going to start with this big one. Let's just take this off, put them over there, and I'm going to cut myself. So how big did we say this was? This was 5 3/4 inches or 15. I'm going to cut myself a card base that is 16 centimeters square, just about fitting the machine. Yeah, that's absolutely right. And we're going to practice that theory in a minute, Margaret. So if I do, did I say 15? I think I meant 16 if I did. I may have said 16. I may be going nuts. So let's cut that in there. Actually, because the 16 is on the little crease, I'm going to cut 17. And nope, I'm lying to you all. I'm going to cut at 15. And then this I'm going to score at 15 centimetres. Score, that is. Now, obviously, it's not quite 30 centimetres, but that's okay at the moment because I want to create a circle-shaped card base. So I'm going to give this a nice little score. And then if I turn it over so that we've got the shortest edge here, I'm going to pop my die on and you can see that it fits just nicely in there. So 15 centimetres and it's off the edge. Okay, so I'm going to take this a little bit of washi tape. Hi Louise, hi Sandra, hi Sandra, 2 Sandras. Very nice. I hope you are all okay, ladies. Thanks for popping on this evening. Right, so I have my circle. I'm going to run this through my die machine. Before I do that, I'm just going to shut the door. Okay. So I'm going to pop this on here, like so. And then I'm going to put my little plate on and then just run it through. Give it a little help to come loose. Oh, just sat crafting and you popped up. That's very nice. So here we have an almost circle card base. And I'm going to show you how we're going to turn it into a circle. So there we have our almost circle card base. And then I'm going to take another piece of shaded spruce and I'm going to cut this down so it fits through the machine. So that's 15 centimetres. 15 centimetres. And then I'm going to run this one through on its own. Right, so here we have our little circle card. You see that? So at the back you can just see the little notch in, and then on the front, now I would want to line these up, but I think I would be here forever trying to line that up. So do you know what? I'm just going to accept the fact that it's not going to line up and stick it down. I think these are going to be quite popular this Christmas, these cards. She lies. I'm actually cleaning my craft area as it's a bit messy from earlier crafting. Okay, so just pop that on. And there we have our nice circle-shaped card base. Now I'm going to cut myself a little circle, a smaller circle from the DSP. And which pattern should we go for? I think I'm going to go for that lovely... I go for some gingham or this smaller pattern. Let's go for this smaller pattern, shall we? This one. This is quite nice. So let's trim this down. I'm just going to cut this into a quarter. There we go. So now I'm going to choose a smaller circle. So I don't want to go to the second one down. I'm going to go to the third. Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? That's quite a nice difference. So then let's cut this out. These are going to get very well used, these dies. And then here I have my circle of DSP that I'm just gonna pop that to one side for the moment, because I think I'm going to do a little bit more die cutting. So here are the other dies that coordinate with this week. These are the Christmas Classics dies. So you've got a lovely square, and then you've got these lovely extra as well, and then you've got this really nice Noel here, which has a little stamp that goes with it. So I think this is going to be quite busy to cut out and put on there. I don't like that side. So I think I'm going to just keep it quite simple at the moment with a square of... This is Stylish Shapes. I use those dies on almost everything. I feel like someone needs to set me a challenge so I don't use them, because honestly they just get so well used. And I have the choice of cutting this out in red or white. I think I'm going to go white actually. I've got me some scrap white. Hi Caroline. So I've got my nice square like so. And then let's do a little bit of stamping. Let's stamp this Noel stamp, shall we? Having a good old play this evening. I'm going to stamp this in. Should we stamp it in red? Let's go real red, shall we? So pretty. The little detail in that stamp is really, really nice. And then if I bring in the die for that, we can cut it out. Put my little washi tape on. pull that out. My dye machine is getting used tonight, isn't it? Can't get them off my plate. Okay. So here I've got my circle, and then we can either put them on in the formation that they were intended. Now, like so, or we can put a little bit of glue on that. I don't know where it's come from. You can separate them out a bit, so it's entirely up to you how you use them. Oh, excuse me, I have the sneezes now. Right, I am going to give this a little bit of a cut because I think that would look quite nice cut in red. Let's have a little play. So this is one of the frame dies. Thank you very much, Chris and Carol. Bless me. I sound a lot healthier than I did this time last week, though. Okay, so this die I think is going to be beautiful. Let's just tease that out of there. Might have needed to have been put through twice. Yeah, that's not going to come out of there. Let's cut that again. I only run it through once. I should have run it through twice. Once, twice, that's a lot easier, I think. It's one of those dies you don't really want to be too rough with. Okay, ta-da! Let's just pop all those little bits out, those little stubborn bits. Make us some little confetti. I actually bought my first Christmas present for someone on Friday. Me and my mum, I took my mum to a garden centre. My mum is still recovering from her fall she had in August. So I took her to a little garden centre for a little wander. A little bit of lunch, and yeah, it was all set up for Christmas. And there's this lovely little sign there about the Christmas elves. In order to get things ready for the Christmas period, they have to start nice and early. It was really sweet. So yeah, I bought my first Christmas present, and actually it's the same. I buy the same person every year first. And it's by a complete fluke. I don't intend to do it. Yeah, same person. Debs has nearly finished her Christmas present shopping. Okay, so if we now put that on there, that gives just a little bit of backing to that. And I quite like that it's in the red rather than the green. Well, I'm going to stick this down now. must admit the Smith's Toy catalogue appeared on my doormat the other day, and the girls loved spending. It's like going through the Argos book when we were little, the equivalent. I had a lovely time going through it, circling lots of things. Not even thought about Christmas yet, Lisa said. And do you know what? That's all right. Everyone is allowed to be different. If we put that on there, I actually think that this red bit gets really lost. It was a very reasonably priced garden centre. I need to go back. Yes, you do, Mum, don't you? Okay, let's put this on. To remember what is the top of our card. That's the top. I'm just going to get my little adhesive rubber if I've got it. No, it's not there. There it is, isn't it? Haven't got one of these, you need one. Just Google adhesive rubber. And it will just take your glue. It should do. Take your glue off. And there it is. It's off. Perfect. Okay, so I've now got my Noel. Also on here is this dice die. Now that would look nice, wouldn't it, across there? Let's cut that little out. This is how I tend to roll when I get new dies. I just tend to end up cutting them all out and having a good old play. A little try with different things. I'm going to run this one through twice as well. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? What do you think? I like that a lot. I'll put that across the centre, and then here we can put these on. And that die, it was as if it was made for those letters. And obviously you could cut these, you don't necessarily need to stamp these letters. You could just cut them out of card if you wanted more of a solid word. Design is great. Margaret's put, Dina's put so pretty. Sandra's put can't wait to play with these dies. And Shaz has put very tempted with this set. It's really nice. Just spacing that letter out a little bit better. Luckily, I've not put much glue on these at all, so I'm able to just move them slightly. Okay, so we've got Noel there. Now I think we need some little red gems on this. So let me just have a little raid of my stash and see what I've got. I might be able to show you a little trick. What have I got in my stash? Now I don't recall seeing red gems in the catalogue. So let's do a little bit of improvisation. So these are iridescent rhinestones. It would also work with the basic rhinestone gems. So I'm going to take a little cherry cobbler stamping blend and I'm going to colour a couple of these in red. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just going to give that a little bit of a dry. Just go over it again. And this is a great way to get different coloured gems on your projects, or if you don't have the colour that you need. So I'm just putting these on the little berries. Probably could have left them to dry a little bit longer. So look at that. Love that. Making sure to put them on the actual berries rather than on the card. Goodness, just moved that. There we go. That is my Noel card. So you can see those little gems just sparkling there. Okay. So let's put those bits to one side. Now, on here, what it says, making spirits bright. I think I'm just going to use in here, there's this little corner stamp. I just want something there and there, I think. Let's put that on. I'm going to stamp that in. Let's stamp that in green as well. And Scott has put a lovely card. Carol's put lovely. Bev's put gorgeous. Joanna thinks it's beautiful. Thank you very much, ladies. Oh yeah, this sets this off just right. Even if I do say so myself. And there we go. That is my standy up circle card. I'll stand it up. There we go. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the same size circle here from white card and I'm going to pop that in the middle. So that is my first card of the evening, which I will pop on my blog tomorrow. And then I'm going to make one very, very simple card for you all this evening. And I'm going to use this image. This image has got colouring written all over it, which is just what I need right now. So I'm going to stamp myself a few of these. I'm going to stamp 2 of these. Okay, and don't worry, there's no fussy cutting, there is a die to cut it out. Okay, lots of lovely messages tonight. Thank you, everybody. You're all very kind. So I'm just stamping in Memento. Can I get that other one on there? Yes, I can. And shall we colour with blends or pencils? First person to comment will be the decider. So do let me know, pencils or pens? While I'm waiting for the first comment, I'll just put some things away. Oh, pencil, Chris, good answer. And just like that, they're right here. Now, in the pencils, we've got Garden Green and Old Olive and Granny Apple Green. I personally think Old Olive is the best fit. Okay, so these are just Stampin' Up watercolour pencils, and I'm going to use them as regular pencils. I'm going to give this a nice little colour. And all I'm doing is to get the darker shade, I'm just adding more pressure to my pencil. Okay. Well, if we'd have gone with the majority tonight, I think it would have been pens. I absolutely love my watercolour pencils though. They are my favourite thing to colour with. I just feel like you can get more depth in your image with them, but maybe that's just me. Anyway, if I just lift that up, you can see that in a bit more detail. Always very nice. A nice little bit of therapeutic colouring. I actually recently bought my children these pencils because the colour in them is so pigmented. You buy a lot of colouring pencils these days and they're just not great. Whereas when the girls come out here, Mum, can we use your colouring pencils? And they just get on with them a bit better. So I recently bought them for them and they're loving them. Okay, so that is my green. And then if I show you the reds, so Real Red is quite bright and Cherry Cobbler is quite browny. So I'm going to use a combination of both of them. I'm going to start by colouring all the berries in red, just really lightly. Such a nice image, this one. And then I'm going to colour a bit of them. The Cherry Cobbler, because it's quite a nice colour to shade with. And then I'm going to go over that with the Real Red to just bring the two colours together. I'll hold it up in a second so you can get the full effect. There we go. That is the full effect Let me know what you think. So there's that one. Now I'm quickly going to colour this one again. So you may want to go and make yourself a little cup of tea while I'm doing this. I do find colouring really just calms me right down. If I've had a bit of a rough day or I'm feeling tense, a little bit of time colouring sorts me right out. I also love to spend time colouring with the children. This would look really nice actually watercoloured as well, which I will probably do another time. Okay, nearly there. That's all my leaves, isn't it? Yep, all my leaves done. Will that fit through the mini? I think it will, you know. I definitely think it will. Where's my colour? Okay, sharp there. No. No, no, no. There he is. Just going to give him a nice little sharpen. Oh dear, this one's not going very well. Just going to clean out my pencil sharpener. That's better. Okay. Now let's go back to it. So I'm just going to add a little bit of cherry cobbler first this time. That's it. And then I'm going to put my real red in afterwards. That's it. It's quite nice to colour. Lovely, lovely. So that's my colouring all done. So let's find my dye now. Okay, so let's line this up. Oh, I've still got my hiccups now. How are we doing? Are we hanging on in there? Right, so I'm going to cut this one out. That's the first one. And then this is going to be the second one. There we go. That is it. So there are my two. Just dropped one. There are my two coloured pieces. My two coloured images, should I say. So now let's get a little card base, shall we? Oh, I've got a crumb cake one here, although that's a bit small. Do I have some more crumb cake? Well, this would look nice on crumb cake, I think. I do. Here we go. Here's one I prepared earlier. So let's just score this at 14.9. Seems to me just the width should be 10.5, and it is. So here I have my 14.9 piece. And then tempted to use this. I feel like that needs a little layer behind it though. I'll just trim this down a little bit. Let's go to 13.9 and 9.5. Just to give it a little bit more thickness. And then I'm just going to mark where I'm going to put this. So with my pencil, you'd love to have my patient and artist side. Laura, you've got it, my darling. You've got it in abundance. I'm just going to do a little mark here. So I'm going to use this little image in here from my Soggy Stamp set, just to give it a little bit of detail in the background. So at the moment it looks quite flat, doesn't it? And I want to give it a little bit more depth. So I'm going to stamp in crumb cake. Here we go. And I'm going to stamp off just to give it a little bit in the background. And then down here as well. Perfect. Okay, so that's just giving a little bit of depth in our background. Now we can stick this on. Some glue. Get a new glue. So that's going onto our card base. And then this, you can't now see my lines. And that's going to go in there. So you see you've just got a little bit of detail in that background. I'm just going to put that one about there. That one about there. So quite like that. That's really pretty. And then I'm going to use this little die. This little die, I've just moved it, that's annoying. This little die is going just in there. I don't think crumb cake is right. Let's do white. This is one of the other dies from the same set. Okay, so if we put that in there, it's going to cut a lot of it off. So now let's use this one instead. That's better. Sorry, Mr. White, square your out. Now, the sentiment that goes with this, you've got Season's Greetings in there. Could be a little bit tight, and you've got Making Spirits Bright. I think that's going to be, I don't know, it might be all right. Let's see. Let's see. Morning, Kayla. Oh, having your morning coffee with me. That's really good. Wouldn't it be amazing to have morning coffee together, though? Wouldn't that be a treat? I saw your lovely post you put on earlier with your son. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then let's stamp this. We'll stamp it in crumb cake, see what we think. Let's see if we can get that out of there. I think that's going to be quite tight, but we'll see. If you don't try, you'll never know. Oh, Christine, Dartford in Kent, just up the road. I was in Dartford on Saturday. Thanks for joining me. First time watching. Been live for a little while. I'm just making a couple of little Christmas cards. Having a play with some things that landed on my doormat today. Oh, that's not bad actually. I might take that. Oh yeah, I think that's just right. Okay, let's stick that down. Now I've got a teeny tiny bit of, well, I've got a whole sheet actually. Cut a little bit of foam adhesive sheet. Like so. I think that's really delicate and really, really nice. What do you think? Pop your answers in the comments. Now there are a couple of extra little dies that you could use to add some more sprigs to this. Here and here. You've got this nice little one that would match the one in the background, but I'm going to leave that just as it is because I think that just does everything I need it to do. So we have been live for 53 minutes. Where has the evening gone? So let's just do a little recap. Just putting my various bits and pieces in the bin and making sure I don't lose my dies. So the first card that I made looked like this. So this is a circle card and it's made with the, called? What are they called? These are the deckled circle dies. There's 14 in there. So I've created a nice little shaped card and I've used a little bit of patterned paper in the background. I've got a little square. I've used this really nice detailed die. Here, if I can pick it up, this one here. And then I've stamped the Noel in red and cut it out with the die, and then I've added these really nice little gems just to give it a little bit of Christmas sparkle. So that was card number 1, and then card number 2 I went in a different direction. I went for a little bit of colouring and I've coloured with watercolour pencils and I have stamped in the background with some crumb cake. It's the same colour as the card that I've used, and finished off with a little Season's Greetings sentiment. I will add my white panels in later. So that is it for me this evening. Do let me know if you have any questions in the comments. As I mentioned at the beginning, anything that I've used is available to purchase from my online store. You can find that at the link below or by visiting staceymarsh.co.uk. I will be here at midday tomorrow. So midday tomorrow will be the third week of my Spotlight stamping class that I'm running throughout September. So if you purchased kits, make sure you've got your kits to hand. And I will be, well, I won't be live, it will just be a video that premieres. So you'll see that from midday. And then on Thursday at midday, I'll be live showing something else that's new. So I do hope you can join me. As always, if you wanted to watch back, you can watch back on the replays on my YouTube channel. And feel free to reach out if anyone's got any questions. So have a lovely, lovely week, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this Monday evening. And I look forward to speaking to you all very soon. Bye for now.